JuJu Sports.
Yes, sir.
So for the people who don't know you, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is BJ Smith. I'm the CEO of JuJu Sports.
How long have you been into sports recruiting and things of that nature?
Public, 3 years. That's my third year.
Okay, so how do one become a sports agent / recruiter / basically doing the same thing that you do? How did you get into that?
Well, first of all, you got to know sports. Second of all, it's a course you could take just like getting your driver's license,
Okay.
You just got to know first of all, you got to know the business of sports, how and when,
Okay.
and what most colleges want, You got different areas, it was P5, but now it's P4. You know what you're watching,
Okay, so take us down the road of JuJu Sports.
Well, it's been a long journey, man. I played the game, and I made mistakes. And when I say I made mistakes, well, back then when I played, it wasn't stars. It was just the recruiters used to just send us a letter through high school. So I just took that, what I done, and made a mistake, and I instilled it in my players, and I just let it roll from there,
So growing up, what position did you play?
I played running back. I started off at Provine High School, and I ended up at Skyline High School, where I graduated at. So, I was like that, so not trying to pat myself on the back, but I know I was the truth,
So during your recruiting process, what experiences can you take from when you played into the recruiting process of recruiting these young men nowadays?
Man, it's different, man. Now, back then, it was about talent. Don't get it twisted. Today, it's about talent, but now, it's whoever got the biggest bag.
Okay.
So, that's why the Vanderbilts are winning now, and the Colorados are winning, and everybody's winning, not saying it's a money cliff thing, but it's about that check, who got the biggest bag,
Okay. So take me through the process of recruiting a player out of high school. Let's say, what year do y'all start at? Like freshman year, 10th grade, junior year, senior year? How does that work?
You got some recruiters, they mostly like the year of. You got some like 27s, 26s. Of course, it's 25 now. But like, it's 25 now. Recruiters, they recruiting like the 29 class now.
Okay.
The 30 class.
Okay.
So it's a difference. It's all about building relationships. That's what it's about.
Okay, so now that players are able to get paid in college, do you feel like that's better off? Obviously, it's better for the players. So do you feel like it's better off for college football, or do you feel like it's just better off for the players?
I think it's good for both, especially the parents.
Okay.
Because a lot of kids, most parents is not as wealthy as other parents. Mm-hmm. And everybody don't make it to the NFL. So,
okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So at least you can say, you got a chance to get a check, because last year, I think it was like 415 4 and 5 stars that didn't get recruited to the NFL.
Okay.
So they had to go make the practice squad, and some of them didn't make that. So
why do you feel like those players that are 4 or 5 star recruits coming out of high school, do you feel like it doesn't transition over to the professional level, or do you think it's just something different, something else?
I mean, it's like basic arithmetic. Basic math, it's like you got some guys be 5'5", play running back. It's possible, but it's not on a pro level. But
okay.
Of course, we all know speed kills.
Okay.
Like the Tyree Hills, and he's not a big guy, but
yeah.
He's fast. And a couple of guys like running back out of Houston. Landon Callis.
Okay.
I think he run a 10, 4 and 100.
Okay.
So that's super fast. And, matter of fact, that guy there, he's a special guy. He's projected to go to the NFL.
Okay.
And he's just in the 10th grade.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you get a guy like Landon Callis, the Boobie Feasters, the Peyton Houstons, the Kennedy Browns,
Okay.
The Kenny Darby's, you know what I'm saying? It's just those just a few guys that I know that's, you know, like that. But on that, you know, also back in the days, the linemen weren't getting paid as much. Now, the offensive line is getting paid now because if it wasn't for the line, there wouldn't be no quarterback or running backs. You got to start up front first, you know?
In the trenches, for sure.
Yes, sir.
So who all have you had the pleasure to work with on the college level as far as coaches, players, and et cetera?
Man, the great, my big brother Deion Sanders, man. He's taught me a lot, and he's a mentor. Dave Roberson at TCU, Coach Sark. Man, so many to name. TC at Jackson State, the HBCU coaches, SEC, Big 12, you know, a whole bunch of coaches. Coach Lewis.
Okay.
You know, a whole bunch of guys, man.
Speaking of Deion, he's one of the most prominent players to ever step on the field. He's the best cornerback in my eyes to ever grace the football field.
Baseball field too.
Baseball as well.
Yes, sir.
What all have you learned from somebody like Deion? Because he just turned a program, Jackson State and Colorado, he turned those two programs around. Like, what is it that you think that he instills in himself in order to be able to work magic the way that he does?
I never saw a guy like that, man, and it's just being real. It's outside of football. Being a father figure, a role model.
Travis Hunter, let's get into Travis Hunter, man. He's going through a lot of online scrutiny. He's going through a lot of pessimistic online things that people are kind of like scrutinizing him or whatever. What do you feel like is the reason for the things that he's going through right now? Is it because he's so great?
And you know what they say, man, like Joe God has said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So, but, you know, I know Trav, you know, I met Leanne before, but all that is just frivolous, man. You know, let Travis live, let him make his own decisions. And, you know, one thing about it, we all know love a motherfucker, you know. I know he in love, she in love, so you know what it is. Shouts out to Travis, man. Shouts out to Travis.
Dez Bryant talking about it, Bow Wow. It's just, the list continues. I seen Shador say something about, you know, if y'all want to talk to Trav, y'all know how to get a hold to him. Why would y'all go to the internet with it?
Right. But you know one thing about that, the Dez Bryants and the Bow Wow, we couldn't choose for him, you know.
Yeah.
For them. I'm sorry, for them.
For sure.
Bow Wow have been in a situation with what's her name?
Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra. So, you know, ain't nobody say nothing on his comment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, you got to let everybody just figure it out themselves, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is, man. Like my wife. Can't nobody tell me about her, you know?
Yeah.
So if I love her, I love her. This is what it is, fam.
Yeah. And when it comes to this upcoming NFL draft, what do you predict Trav and Shador, what numbers are you predicting them going?
Man, if they ain't the first three off the board, man, something wrong, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying my opinion. First three, I don't know.
I seen some things where I seen somebody may try to get both of them.
Guess what?
Do you think that's possible?
It's possible. You know, I mean, you know, it's a lot of money in the NFL. But I tell you one thing, if those two on the same team, they can get ready. Super Bowl action.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to make a bold prediction. Jerry Jones is very, very quiet. I see a scenario, and I'm not going to say I agree with it, but I see a scenario where I think Michael can get traded and we possibly can get those two picks and we make him maneuver Dak some type of way. I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you feel like Shador and Trav will be great in Dallas? Because I see you're a Cowboy fan. You got Cowboy stuff all over.
Man, I love that so much, I won't miss a game.
Yeah. If
they play on a Sunday, I'll be there Friday.
Yeah.
Camping out, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a great thing, man. You know, to bring them to the Cowboys. Shout out to Jerry Jones. His daughter, Miss CJ. Shouts out.
Yeah. And I see you rocking that DeSoto gear, man, them Eagles.
Ain't no doubt.
Talk to us about DeSoto, man. They styled, they came up a little short this year, man. They got some great players over there. The B. Watsons, the Cyrez, they got some good players over there. Talk to me about your relationship with DeSoto.
Man, Coach Matches, man, he's a great guy. The whole coaching staff. My nephew was over there, Booby Feaster, DJ Rump, Myson. Man, DeSoto, they just young.
Yeah.
But guess what? This was the year they had to get them.
Yeah.
Next year and the next year, they can go ahead and just hold it for them because they're going to get this championship, I promise you.
Most definitely. What do you think about North Crowley?
North Crowley is awesome, man.
Yeah.
They awesome. Coach Prime in the Colorado Buffaloes recruited Quentin Gibson.
Yeah.
I got a guy over there that's a coach. Shouts out to the head coach, but Coach White, the running back coach. That's my guy, man. Coach White, when he was at Louisville, coaching Michael Fasusi, man, he's a good guy, man, and look out for that coach right there, man. I got him in the next 2 or 3 years. I got him being head coach somewhere and winning the state title himself.
JuJu Sports. Why would a young player out of high school choose JuJu Sports?
Because I'm going to keep it real with you. You know, you got a lot of recruiters, they only talk about what they have learned. I played the game. I made mistakes. I keep it real with the parents. I let them know the pros and the cons of the game. So, you know, don't get it wrong now. You know, you got a lot of people be mad at me because I tell their kids that you're not that type of player. You know, everybody can go play for the University of Texas, the TCUs, the Colorados, the Florida States, you know, the University of Miami's. There's a program everywhere that you can fit in. And I'm just going to always keep it real with you, fam.
What attributes do you look for in the player when it comes to your recruiting process?
The talent is okay, but the first thing I look at is grades. If you don't have the grades, I don't even really want to talk to you. Because at the end of the day, no one wants to invest in a person if they don't have the grades. They're just like, you know, you do music, you do a whole lot of stuff. Pat, you hear me?
Yeah.
And a big time producer, they're not gonna want to invest in you. You're the troublemaker, or you want, you know, a family oriented person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just what I look for. Yeah, everybody different. I said me. So
yeah. And what is the difference between FCS schools and FBS schools from your experience?
I don't think it's no difference because it's 100 yards on that field and 100 yards on this field. You know, that's like I have a lot of coaches get into, oh, he go to a private school. He go to this school. You know, look at yesterday. I watched yesterday's game. The receiver from Ohio State. You know, he went to a preparatory school, you know?
Yeah.
Look at what he did.
For the upcoming players that are on their way to college and the freshmen and the sophomores in high school, what advice would you give to those young guys that's looking to do great things in the future for their career?
Well, I'm going to tell you what killed my career. All you young guys out there, if you have a baby in high school, your career done. It's over with. Done. That's what killed my career. That's why I instill in my players. If you have a baby, you get in trouble, it's done. Me, myself, I had a baby. I had 2 kids in high school. And I started doing the wrong things, and it led me to going to the penitentiary. Got out, and I didn't want to take that route no more. So that's why if I played the game and I messed up, I wanted to give back to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I had a lot of coaches, man. There was Coach Reed, 247 Sports, of course, Coach Prime, whole bunch of guys, man. My apologies if I'm not saying your name.
And I see you're a Longhorn fan. I see burnt orange all over this place, man. That's what I'm talking about, hook 'em. When it comes to Quentin Ewers, I see a lot of people are saying that they feel like it's a lot of tampering going on because of he's getting offered this, he's getting offered that. Do you think the transfer portal is good for college football?
The way I do it and the way I don't.
Okay.
It's an opportunity for the guys who not feeling like they're getting the right playing time. But keep in mind, champ, I said it's not really about the talent. It's more about who got the biggest bag.
Yeah.
So if they feel like, oh, this guy riding a Maybach or this guy riding a Hellcat and they riding a Toyota truck, you know, they gonna want to get in the portal for that. But at the end of the day, I would rather show my talent so when I can get to the next level, I really get the bag.
Most definitely.
That's why I say I think it's fair that college players do receive NIL money now because everybody's not going to get to that next level.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
There's no rush to go to the NFL just for money.
That's what I'm saying.
So in your personal opinion, do you think Quentin Ewers is ready to go to the NFL now, or do you think he should stay another year? Because it's not about the money, because he's going to be paid regardless.
Well, one thing about the Manning kid, Arch Manning, one thing about him, he come from a background with money. And then I think it's a smart thing for him to do because he don't have no wear and tear on him. You know, look at Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He wasn't a 5-star in high school. Look at Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But look at him now.
Yeah. And if the people were looking for you on social media, where could they find you?
My Instagram is JuJu_sports. And the Twitter is @JuJu Sports.
And if you had 60 seconds to speak to anybody, dead or alive, who would it be and what would the conversation consist of?
If I had 60 seconds, I would like to speak to Rasham Salam.
Okay, what would you talk to him about?
I just want to, back in the days, he was an underweighted guy. I'm not saying it's because of the University of Colorado. He's one guy that I really looked up to when I was a youngster. And I never thought that another Buffalo would win the Heisman.
Yeah.
And look at Travis, look at God. God is good, bro.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.